Hello and welcome to my 12th Python tutorial. On this tutorial, I'll be talking about uh, excuse me, lists. So if you're familiar with any other programming, you might also know them as an array, but for Python purposes, we call them lists. So you can create lists by the standard variable assignment. So list, that's a function. Example list is equal this standard variable assignment. Then we have our empty not empty square brackets. We're gonna put stuff in, but these square brackets mean that it's a list. We're gonna put item and then lots of, alright, that was unnecessary. 23 and apples. And if we just type example list, we will get these items printed on the screen. So that's pretty much how you create a list. And now on to editing them. The first item in a list is 0, not 1, like we think. The first item is 1. No, the first item is 0, the second item is 1, and the third item is 2, and so forth. And so, if we want to just see which the first item is, we do 0. If we want to see the second item, we do 1. What happens if we put the actual item in there, such as item itself? What happens? We get an error. Requires an integer. We can't look up the name and get its place. We have to know that beforehand. At least I think so. There might be something that I'm forgetting that you can look up the item and see where it's indexed. Then there's also something called slicing. And we do the same kind of thing as in here, but we put a range of 2 numbers, and the first number, which we'll put at 0, that's where it'll start, and it'll print the 0 item all the way to whatever number is here, but not including that item. So if we put a 3 here, it should print out the whole entire list. If we put a 2 there, then it should print out just the first 2 items. And there it is. Also, there are 3 things that I really think help with modifying lists, which is the del statement, which you might have guessed is short for delete, and we put exlist, and we put in the item that we want to delete. I'll delete item. So now if we print out that exlist, we shouldn't have item, and we don't. Also, we can remove specific items by doing by using the remove function, I guess you could call it. So we do exlist dot remove, which is kind of funny because the only time we have to use the dot between a function and something else is with a module and the function, but that's not how it is. EXList is not a module, it's just a list, but that's how the remove function works. And we put our parameters. And what we want to remove is 23, because I don't want that. Now, list, we just have apples. There's also the .append function that you can add things to the list. And .append is not the only way to add items to the list. You can also, let me see if that worked. Alright, you can also do ex list is equal to ex list plus, I don't know if this is gonna work. Chicken. Yeah. No, we're going to have to create a list first called chicken is equal to chicken, and then ex list equals ex list plus chicken. So then we have, when we print out the ex list, we get apples, item, and chicken. That's pretty much how to modify lists, and that pretty much wraps it up for this tutorial. I will see you next time.